Hello my friends, I'm Sarah. Welcome to Grace My Space. Today we're doing a little selfie style intro. We're gonna build a bathroom. Now before I dive into the entire 4-month process, let me show you what it looked like before. This is a small laundry room. The laundry is actually staying here, but on my right, we have a very small powder bath, which we are going to extend into the kitchen and add a shower and then build a wall basically right here so that the laundry is not open to the entire house so that you see all the goodness all the time when guests arrive. It's magical. Now the powder bath is literally so small that this is the only view of it that I can show you, and we are going to make it a bit bigger with a double vanity, shower, toilet, combined with the laundry room space so that it's a lot more functional. Now I am about to take 4 months of intense work and condense it to 1 minute and 18 seconds. Our contractor and subcontractors spent a couple of months doing demo, reframing, completely redoing all of the electrical, adding new plumbing, adding drywall, going through the mudding process, all of the different elements for heating and cooling, adding a shower where there was no existing shower before, adding all of the tile, adding the floor tile, and so on to get us to the point of a finished space so that I could take over. They did incredible work. It was a very long journey, and I'm so pleased with what they have done to get us to this point. Once all the major construction was done, I was able to come in and start to do finishing touches like paint, caulking, getting the areas ready for the vanity to be installed and all of the plumbing to go back in. And these are very tedious and time-consuming parts of the process, but they're also very simple and very DIY friendly if you're looking for ways to save money during a construction project. You can definitely tackle these things on your own. Boy, it's like we measured, Al.
I think that we did pretty good, Sarah. Look at that. Oh my goodness.
Woo, that's so exciting. We went with a prefab vanity to save some money, and it did come with a short backsplash, but I decided to nix that and caulk instead in case I wanted to down the road add tile behind the sinks up that wall. I think it'd be a really pretty feature, but for now we're just going to move forward with it the way it is. And I'm continuing to do the prep work for painting all of the new window trim, all of the baseboards. And if you're looking for tutorials on how to paint literally anything, I have a brand new ebook linked up for you in the description that shows you how to tackle all of these painting projects yourself. Now our shower bowl nose did show some of the grout on the side, and so I simply took some painter's tape and lined both sides, the wall and the tile, so that I could caulk very easily and keep it really clean. This is a great DIY tip if you're looking for ways to caulk very cleanly. And so once you apply your caulk, I just use black to match my tile. You take the tape off while the caulk is still wet, and it gives you really clean, crisp lines. It makes it a lot less messy, and it gives you that professional finish that you are looking for. Now the laundry is included in this bathroom like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, and I'm going to do a separate video on the laundry space, but first I have this really cool tip to share. If you saw my month 4 video update, I opened this basket with you while I was in the middle of painting the mudroom, and I love it. It is a triple sorted, very sturdy wicker laundry basket. But it's also very heavy because of that. So I snagged some casters, and I am sandwiching the laundry basket's bottom between 2 pieces of plywood and then just simply attaching the casters to the bottom. And this is gonna make it so much easier to move around, as I have a space where I have to take the basket from the side of the laundry machines to the front of them to load and unload. And this is a simple project you can do to any flat bottom basket, and it's a game changer. And I really love it. Details are in the caption. Now everything has been plumbed and we're ready finally after 4 months for the finishing touches. And I say finally, but in reality, we built this bathroom from literally nothing. And so that's actually a really fast timeline and I'm really pleased with how it all came together. Now let's put my final touches on this bathroom. The bathroom is so close to being done. The vanity has been plumbed, the shower has been plumbed. Unfortunately, they broke one of the glass panels when they installed it, so this is getting replaced. It's just temporary until the new one comes in. But today I'm going to focus on all the finishing touches of the bathroom, which is going to make such a big difference. We're actually on mirrors, we're on lights. There's no lights in here right now, there hasn't been for months. So this is an exciting day. One of the things that I did during the framing stage was I asked my contractor, Al, to put blocking for where the mirrors and where the towel bars were going to go, because there's nothing worse than trying to figure out where studs are to hang heavy things or to hang things that are going to have pressure on them like towel bars. So I know that my mirror blocking is centered above each faucet, 72 inches from the ground, and my towel bar is blocked on each end of the sink as well. So it's going to make this process so much simpler. I mean, hardly ever works out that that works on the first time, so. Do you see what my laser level is doing? It's freaking out. But by the actual grace of God, he looked at me today and he said, Sarah won't be able to handle if she can't get these mirrors up the first time. So we made it happen. And they're even and they're level. Like, I've never hung such a level mirror in my entire life. They're spaced correctly. Thanks, God. I needed that one today. Now, when I find a thing that I like, I usually replicate it in multiple spaces. I did these mirrors in my last bathroom remodel at my old house, which I'll pop up here for you if you'd like to see how that came together. Completely different look than this bathroom. Also fully DIY and on a serious budget. I love how low profile these are. They're very thin. They're framed in black, but you don't really see the frame. So if you're looking for a mirror that looks a little bit high end, but it's not plain, this is your mirror. It is really classic, black framed, but not thick. So it doesn't detract from some of the other really beautiful finishes that I'm gonna bring in with the lighting. I'm replacing this hardware, got these really pretty faucets. And so they're just a little bit like they blend into the background, but they still make a statement. Now I chose chrome for most of the finishes, except for the hardware and the lighting. This vanity came with a glass and brass hardware, which I was not a huge fan of, so a very simple swap to this beautiful brass hardware really makes the vanity more my style and is a really affordable way to update a prefab cabinet. Now, if you like the look of mixed hardware finishes, but you're not sure how to accommodate that, here's a couple of quick tips for you. Number one, choose a cool finish and a warm finish to pair together. You can see in my bathroom, the chrome fixtures are the cool finish. So anything kind of nickel or black related are your cool tones. And then the warm tones in the bathroom are the golds on the hardware, the lighting, as well as some artwork that I brought in on the walls. And when you pair warm and cold together, it makes a really interesting combination. I chose to keep all of my plumbing fixtures in the chrome finish and then just sprinkle in some gold throughout the other areas to warm the space up, because the tile is already on the cooler side and I didn't want it to be too sterile, which is also why I went with the color Thunder from Benjamin Moore on the walls to bring in a warm gray. Now, if you're looking for some other warm tone metals, take a look at brass, copper, gold, oil rubbed bronze. Those are all really warm tones. And when you're doing this, sandwich the two. So you can see I have gold on my bottom vanity, gold on the top light fixtures, and then the chrome is sandwiched in between. Make sure to replicate those tones more than once and it will feel very intentional and not kind of mishmashed. I hope that you love how it turned out. We are so pleased and so grateful to have a finished and plumbed space on our main level once again after 4 months of living in a construction zone. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing how the entire build came together. We're so grateful for all of the contractors and subcontractors and trades that were a part of this project. Never could have done this by myself, and I'm so grateful for the skill that is brought in when you hire out contractors for something like this big of a project. Make sure and check out the description below for more information on the bathroom project, as well as any product links that you might be looking for in this space. Now make sure to stay tuned. There is so much more to come now that we are at the point where most of the big construction is done and we're ready to move in and create a haven in this space, actually decorate rooms, DIYs are in store. It's gonna be good. I'll see you next time.